Reasons for that. Number one, it's not a national level. You don't see a national driver's license. You see a state driver's license. We issue the driver's licenses. And so we are choosing as drivers to avail ourselves of the privilege. We apply. And the state is saying, all right, if we're going to grant you a license to drive, then here are the criteria you must meet in order to do that. You must have liability insurance, and there are other criteria as well. So we regulate that on a statewide basis. Well, we have the requirement of liability insurance, but if somebody injures themselves, it's not necessarily covered. I mean, that's up to the state to decide that. That is a state decision, and we do have, that's why we have some programs in the state of Minnesota. That's exactly why.
Regardless, you have no options.
Right, there are, and because there is the choice to not participate. People would like that choice. And in this case, in the driver's license case or the driver's regulations, they have chosen to drive. But they could choose the bus, and then there's no application of the same provision, or choose not to travel at all and stay at home.
Right.
And the state doesn't regulate that.
Yeah, so those are not really analogies to this. You're doing it stands alone.
It's not a good analogy. The better analogy might be forcing people to go and buy a Chevrolet because the federal government is subsidizing GM. We want to pay them back, and we also want to stimulate economy. People might choose not to buy a Chevrolet, or they might choose not to buy a car at all. But that is the quintessential comparison here, is forcing people into commerce when they don't want to be in commerce. And that's why it's unconstitutional under the Commerce Clause.